Hello, I'm Ann LaBelle, co-founder of MightyGrow Organics. I asked Jean and Jan Harlow of Laurel, Mississippi to share a few of their backyard gardening secrets to success. In the Harlows' backyard is any gardener's dream. It's been featured numerous times in Southern Living magazine. The Harlows incorporated MightyGrow living organic fertilizer into their nutrient program a few years ago. Let's find out exactly how MightyGrow fits into their bountiful backyard garden.
MightyGrow is probably one of the best additions to the compost pile you can make, because it introduces all those microbes, all those trace minerals, and it's just fantastic. So we incorporate the MightyGrow even in the compost pile.
So it's like a compost starter that you're using as a compost
exactly.
starter.
And we
Great.
always
Great.
put anything we pull out of the garden, with the exception of tomatoes, in there. Anything
Good stuff back there. Anytime I put a new plant in, when I plant a tomato plant, I'll do a mixture of fresh compost, MightyGrow in a bucket, and I just stir it up, and that goes down in the hole with a new tomato plant or whatever, and so each plant is planted that way with that good start. In the early part of the year, in the spring, we're gonna do soil amendments, and so at that point, as soon as we can get in the garden after, say, the end of January, as soon as we can get in, I'm going to be eager to get in and till and start adding stuff into the soil. And I'm going to use a lot of MightyGrow at that point. The beds are going to not have anything in them. I'm going to take anything out that is in them. And so I'm going to start tilling in, whether it's cow manure or compost, and my MightyGrow. And not need to add any more MightyGrow. That initial soil amendment is all I need for the spring garden. And about the end of June, it'll be time to side dress. In other words, add fertilizer to what we've got going on in the summer garden. And that'll be squash and cucumbers, tomatoes, green beans. All of that'll be going on. And so we'll side dress with MightyGrow at that point for every plant. And on the green beans, of course, I'll just run a trench and put the MightyGrow in there and let it feed into those roots.
Do you do any broadcast application? Well, you did your yard. You said that you did your yard.
We do. We broadcast in the yard, and I think it's really had a great effect. I feel like the grass is greening up really early this year, and it's getting a bright green, which I usually have to add fertilizer to get that bright green. But with the MightyGrow from last year, it seems to be working really good.
And how did you apply that in your yard?
I broadcasted. I rented a tractor, I rented a broadcaster that hooked onto the back end of my four-wheeler hitch, and put the MightyGrow in, because we put a lot of MightyGrow in the yard. It's 3.5 acres, and we put it everywhere. We let it go into flower beds, and as far as it would cast out of that broadcaster, we let it cast. And everything is better for it, of course. And if you can't get something, then you just do it by hand.